Hey, what up, Bearcast Mediaites? I'm John, he's Blake, and we're the Movie Buddies, and we like to review movies.
On today's episode, we're going to get you guys hyped up for the Oscars by taking a look at all the movies nominated for Best Picture.
In the last episode, we talked about Get Out, and how that movie is so great and awesome, so go check that out if you want to find out more. But for this episode, we're going to talk about the other movies, the other movies nominated for Best Picture.
Think of this as your Oscars cheat sheet.
Now, the first film we're going to talk about today is Luca Guadagnino's Call Me By Your Name.
The film stars Armie Hammer and newcomer Timothée Chalamet and tells the story of the romantic relationship between a teenage boy and his father's research assistant in 1983 Italy.
And that movie has been nominated for 4 Oscars, including Best Actor for Timothée Chalamet, as well as Best Adapted Screenplay and Best Original Song.
And speaking of Timothée Chalamet's nomination, he's the youngest actor since Mickey Rooney in 1939 to be nominated for Best Actor.
This movie looks like it has a pretty good chance of winning because it's been getting really good critical reviews as well as being an audience fan favorite, so we'll see how that goes.
The next film nominated for Best Picture is Joe Wright's Darkest Hour.
It stars Gary Oldman as Winston Churchill, and it recounts his early days as Prime Minister during the Nazi onslaught of World War II.
The film's nominated for a total of 6 Oscars, including Best Actor for Gary Oldman.
The next film we're going to talk about is Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk.
The film is a depiction of the Dunkirk evacuation of World War II.
Yeah, so far it's been nominated for 8 Oscars, including Best Director, which, if you didn't know, this is actually Christopher Nolan's very first ever Best Director nomination, which is kind of insane.
The next film nominated is Greta Gerwig's Ladybird.
And it stars Saoirse Ronan and Laura Metcalf in a really good coming-of-age tale about a daughter's relationship with her mother.
Ladybird is nominated for 5 Oscars, including acting Oscars for both Ronan and Metcalf, as well as Best Original Screenplay and Best Director for Gerwig.
This makes Greta Gerwig the 5th woman to ever be nominated for Best Director.
This film's another favorite to win, receiving great reviews from critics and audiences alike.
The next film we're going to talk about is Paul Thomas Anderson's Phantom Thread.
The film stars Daniel Day-Lewis and Leslie Manville and tells the story of a fashion designer living with his sister in 1950s London.
So far, this movie has been nominated for 6 Oscars, including Best Actor for Daniel Day-Lewis. And fun fact, this is actually Daniel Day-Lewis's last role before he goes into retirement.
The next film nominated for Best Picture is Steven Spielberg's The Post.
Yeah, this movie stars Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep, so you know it's going to be good, at least on the acting side.
It tells the story of the Washington Post attempting to publish the Pentagon Papers in the early 1970s.
Yeah, this movie's only been nominated for 2 Oscars, including Best Actress for Meryl Streep. Because, Meryl Streep needs more Oscars. More Oscars for Meryl Streep! More Oscars! She needs more!
Give them to her!
The next film is Guillermo del Toro's The Shape of Water.
The film stars Sally Hawkins, Michael Shannon, and Octavia Spencer, and tells the story of a new custodian who works at a high-security government laboratory, falling in love with a creature that is kept there.
The Shape of Water has been nominated for a staggering 13 Oscars, the most of any this year, one of them being Best Director for Guillermo del Toro.
The final film nominated for Best Picture at the 90th Academy Awards is Martin McDonagh's 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
The film stars Frances McDormand and also has supporting roles from Woody Harrelson, of Hunger Games fame, and Sam Rockwell.
3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri is the story of a mother who buys 3 billboards to bring attention to the unsolved murder of her daughter.
It has been nominated for 7 Oscars, including Best Original Screenplay and Best Actress for McDormand.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our look at the films nominated for Best Picture. John, is there anyone in particular you're rooting for?
Yeah, actually, I'm rooting for The Shape of Water to win it all. I'm a big fan of Guillermo del Toro, and he's done movies in the past like Pan's Labyrinth. He never really got too much recognition for it, even though it's like a masterpiece. So I'm hoping with The Shape of Water, he'll actually be able to pull out some big wins.
I actually haven't seen any of these movies yet, except for Get Out, of course. Check out our review on that. But I think it could be anyone's game.
I really could. I think this is going to be a very even playing field for all these movies. Like, it could be Dunkirk, could be Shape of Water, could be 3 Billboards. It really could be any of them. Well, I'm John. He's Blake. We're the Movie Buddies, and we'll see you guys next time.